Another tip is make sure that you are giving to an organization that really puts your donation to work where you want it to go, that it goes into the direct services to those that you want it to help. You can look at financial records and go onto the website of different organizations to determine how much they spend on overhead versus how much they spend on direct service being provided to those in need. There are also a couple of ways that organizations can be deceptive. One is in their names. We all know the name, for example, the Red Cross, but there was an organization that sought to benefit from the good name of the Red Cross by calling itself the American Red Cross of California. It was fraudulent. It was not the Red Cross that we know and love, and we had to shut it down in the past. Websites can also be deceptive. There was a website that used the name UNICEF in it to really benefit from the good name of UNICEF, and it was a COVID-19 UNICEF relief website, but it had nothing to do with UNICEF, which was at unicef.org. Sometimes there's high pressure tactics, one from telemarketers who call, and so this is a fifth tip. Make sure that you are comfortable and that you give if you're ready, when you're ready. You can always hang up on a high-pressure telemarketer. You can do your own research. You can call the organization directly. Never feel pressured into having to give. There are also additional tips that you can follow to help make sure that the funding gets to where it needs to go, but you always go back to the registry and looking at our website to make sure. And two other quick tips: beware of social media, online, GoFundMe type of funding. Sometimes that money might just go to the person that's raising the money. It might not go to a charitable organization at the end. Also, people with QR codes and portable card readers. Those look fancy, but they might not be collecting money to go to a charitable organization. So those are all some of the tips. And finally, I'll just say, protect your identity, use common sense, never give your social security number out to a nonprofit organization, and only give your credit card information to a known charitable organization that you know is legitimate, is legal, and will do the work that you intend it to do for the people in need. Who deserve it.
Yeah, you know, I know it's happening because my mom, for example, she received a text saying that we tried to get a package to you, but you weren't home, and it had even a picture of a USPS truck. Luckily, she called me because I was about to send something, and I said, no, that's not me. Ignore that, because I even been getting those myself. So my question here is, what should people do if they think they've become a victim of charity fraud or scams?
You can call our office, and that's how we enforce the rules governing charitable organizations to make sure that there's compliance and that we hold accountable those who break the law. So oag.ca.gov, you can file a complaint with our office, and we will follow up to make sure that it is a legitimate organization, and if it's not, we will hold them accountable for violating the law. So please report to us anything that you think is suspicious, is not in compliance with the law. And to your point, the scams, the frauds, they are more and more sophisticated. They can be very persuasive, and artificial intelligence is being used so that there's even voice scams from folks that sound like someone you know who's in need. That's a little bit different than some of the Giving Tuesday type scams, but the point is that there is a high level of sophistication, and I have the same conversation with my mother just to make sure that she's not being taken advantage of, and we've had some close calls at times, and I'm glad I could be there to help her out.
Do you tell her not to answer the phone if she doesn't recognize the number? That's what I tell her all the time.
I do. Yeah. I do. And one of the things that I love about her is that she believes in other people, and she trusts other people, and she loves other human beings because of their common shared humanity, and that's a good thing. I don't want her to lose that, but I don't want her to be naive either, and I don't want her to be the victim of a scam or a crime. So we try to strike the right balance, and that's just always being vigilant. And if you're not sure, listen to your instincts, listen to your gut. It's usually right. And if you're concerned, report it to us.
Well, we're good sons. We're on top of it. Another question here: has your office seen an uptick in these type of scams? Is something seasonal, something we're seeing year round now?
We give these tips to arm Californians in a way that can keep them safe and allow them to do what they want to do, to give, to contribute, to be part of Giving Tuesday, to donate their money to those in need, and so that they can do it in a safe way. And we feel compelled to do it every year this time of year because that there's a rhythm to scams and frauds. They follow certain times when people are in the giving mood.
Yeah.
The holidays is one of those times. After natural disasters, for example,
That's
is
right.
another time. So we see upticks in scams when there's an uptick in the good human desire to give to others who are in need. So it's a time to protect yourself while you give, and we hope these 8 tips can be helpful.
Something we had on the news yesterday, you were at the downtown women's shelter right here in LA, and question is, why was it important for you to give your tips there and then later volunteer?
It was all in the holiday spirit of giving, and to highlight an incredible organization, the Downtown Women's Center, who has been lifting up women, homeless Californians, transforming their lives, giving them wraparound services, loving them, leading with compassion and empathy and support and services and programs that change lives for the better. And it's that spirit, that track record of success, of giving to others, of helping our community be better, that I wanted to highlight. And I wanted to say thank you. And I wanted to say that the Downtown Women's Center and other organizations, many hundreds, thousands in California, are doing this work every day, head down, sleeves rolled up, not doing it for recognition, doing it because it's the right thing to do to help others, and they are worthy of other Californians' support during this holiday time where there's a giving spirit.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to encourage people to give. It makes us better, it makes us stronger as a state. And then I also wanted to show that besides giving money, you can give in other ways. You can give with your heart, you can give with your hands, you can give with your time. So we wanted to give back by me and my team preparing meals for those in need who are food insecure and needed a healthy meal. We packed those for individuals in LA, and we're proud and happy to do it.
Yep, and we just showed pictures of that. So thank you so much for your time, Attorney General Rob Bonta. Thanks for joining us, and happy holidays to you.
Thank you.